So I am making a mesh top, and I am attempting to do the sleeves in flat. So I hate working in the round. I'm not gonna lie, it's really annoying. So I'm just trying to learn a little bit more how to construct sleeves flat. So this is my attempt. I'm only doing increases on one side, and then I'm starting from the sleeve up, and then like kind of measure from there. It's going cool. It's going well, and we'll see what it looks like. So I've just been working on this project for a few days now. Let's see what's. So this is the top. This is the project that I wanted to do the flat sleeves to see how to do like a bolero with flat sleeves. I don't know. It's going. As you can see, I have it all like um clipped together in a kind of bolero style. I like it. Um, do I think that the flat part of the sleeve worked? Or if I did it right, I think I'm gonna do it again in a different bolero with a different like style. Okay, so with this, I did the increases. I increased just on one side for the sleeve. So it's like increased like in a slope on one side. Um, I have to construct all this together to see if that was. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Experimenting. Somebody who does not do patterns really. I do patterns occasionally. This was a pattern, but I do patterns occasionally. But for the most part, I am um a freehander. I like to freehand. That's just kind of like my thing. So this one is going to be like definitely no. There's going to be an opening basically on the bottom of this, and I'm only going to be sewing the sleeves up to about there, and then it's going to be open, and then I'm going to add a border. So it's going to be open at the bottom underneath the armpits of the sleeves. I'm going to add a border underneath to kind of give it some weight, um, and we're going to get this finished today. I really didn't film any clips of really me working on this at all, but I did kind of want to just talk about constructing sleeves in a flat way. I'm working on it. I still don't know how to do that yet. I don't like working in the round, so I was trying to find like a way of not having to work in the round. I'm gonna still do some trial and error with it in another project with some other yarn that I have. Um, but we'll see how it comes out. I think measuring the arm and measuring the arm and knowing how baggy you want your sleeve to be is two really important things. I did not really measure my arm from like each element, if that makes any sense. I think I only measured it to the biggest part, but there's parts where like this is supposed to be on my elbow and it's maybe a little bit tight. So, you know, trial and error of a freehander. You know, things are not going to really always come out exactly how you want, but I really do like the idea of it being open and it me having more flow underneath the arms, because as a big chested girl, like sometimes things get really like what's it called, really tight underneath the arms. So we'll see. I'll check back once I have this completely done, or once I'm about to do the border. We'll see. Alright, so I have everything all sewed up here. So I have basically the sleeve is sewed up all the way. The sleeve is sewed up all the way up into here. So I have about that much. To be honest, it's put together. Let me show you. So basically it's going to be open all the way up until here. So the sleeve is only closed up until here. Because I liked just thinking about having to close this off with some kind. I was just like, no, I want, even though I have hairy armpits and they're gonna stay hairy until, like, you know, I feel like shaving. I liked it being like airy. I only have this much yarn left. I just finished the cuffs. I just finished putting 2 rows of half double crochet around the cuffs, and then I have this amount of yarn left. Well, this white is not enough to do nothing with. But I have this amount of yarn left for the bottom. Now, I don't know what this is gonna get me. This is definitely not a lot, so I'm thinking I'm gonna do a row of this first of half double, and then if I can, maybe a single crochet row of this one, so I have less of this, more of this. So this is pretty much done. I'll weave my ends in, and this is a done project. I wish I kind of had a little bit more to go around the collar, but also because I have a hump on my neck, it already like pulls up more than it needs to. But I like it. This was a project that I did because I had leftover yarn.